watching on the stream.
Yes, they are.
The umpire
indeed
blows the whistle for the start of this game. John Event takes us away.
So let's get underway then. It's 1v2. And at the moment, it's just a seesawing contest in the middle. In there hard there was Phillips for Boronia. She's laid a tackle and then collected her own ball. In and under. The Hawks just try and work it out, and they won't be able to do it as the umpire calls for the football. She throws the ball up. Rucks go at it. Boronia's at the full of it. Oh, sorry, no, it was Alston for the Basin. They come out, though. I think it was Haratos tried to get the kick away. And it's Baker who sends a long one down the middle. Footy's down on the ground, though, and the Basin have possession of it. Getting it onto there was a Basin player. You can hear from the bench, she's got heaps of space. Bouncing footy, one-on-one contest. I think it was Haratos again, she was at the full of it. And the Basin have a mark at half forward. Watt got the hands off to Baker, who sends a high one to the tip of the goal square. Off hands though, footy falls behind the play. In there hard was McCage. Couldn't quite get it though as players hit the deck in the pocket. Basin gets some hands out. It's Haratos getting it off to Watt. Off hands though. Watt's in there hard, a one-on-one contest, loses it. McCage is in there as well. Off hands, the Basin just moving it around. And Haratos is locked up right in the goal place.
So a good start there by Rachel Watt. Been in the best 3 times this season so far. There's a ball up inside 50 for the Bears. Hawks under a bit of pressure here to clear it out. We'll get a secondary ball up here. Ball not going anywhere. Oh, she's a free kick here going in the direction of the Bears.
It's Leah Talbot.
Leah Talbot will have the set shot. Not much of an angle, about 20 metres out, 25 metres in the opening 2 minutes of the first quarter. So for the first of the game, that kick is to the right and just a minor score. Bears one behind, the Hawks yet to score.
Indeed. And scoreboard hasn't quite ticked over yet. There it is, bang. And we're off to a big start here in the game. The Hawks send it down the wing. McCage couldn't quite take the mark. Off hands, I think it might have been Cremond sending the ball down the line. Ball was intercepted by Brianna Donnelly, who goes on the right boot. It's high up and under. No one quite can take the mark. Phillips in there hard, tackled as soon as she hit the deck. It's a Basin ball forward. No one at the sit of it though. Monk lays on a big tackle. It trickles over the line and we'll have a boundary ball up in the pocket around about 10 metres out. So already a hotly contested football here, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Umpire throws it up. Bit of aerial ping pong. I think that was Decker. She collected the footy. Off hands to a teammate who couldn't clear it out. And there's Haratos sending one, and she hasn't quite found a target. The Boronia defender has it. I think it was Gottlieb's in there in defence, and they're out, Boronia.
So a 25-metre free kick here. Gottliebson will play on straight away. Kick into the middle of the ground is cut off here and then falling in the hands of the dangerous Julia Baker. Long kick back inside 50. Got a player open. Will take the mark here. Wants to play on immediately. Does Brotto. Kick into space. Cut off here by the Hawks. And a slinging free kick. Slinging tackle there. Will be a free kick for the Hawks in defence. The opening 5 minutes all played in the Basin's half. The kick wide to Burkett. Takes the marks, play on. Goes down the centre corridor again, but just falls right in the hands of Julia Baker, who can put the first shot on goal. And a mark here for the Hawks in defence. Just having a bit of trouble getting it out of their back half. Here's a start. That's a good mark there by Rachel Slater. Playing up the ground at the moment. She'll kick towards Upland broadcast side. And for a teammate here, will fall out the back. Might fall into the hands of the Basin. Just getting out of it there was Donnelly, kicking it forward. That goes out of bounds here. Carroll couldn't control it, so we'll get a ball up.
So you've got the Boronia players just slightly out of position for the moment as they try and find a way into their forward line. It's now right on centre wing. And the Basin are well and truly in control at the moment. It was Haritos again to send it down the line. Might have gone out of bounds though. No, it hasn't. She kept it in, the Basin player. Pack of players form. Burkett's in there, but has to just leave behind the contest for the moment as it's a rolling maul. And it's going to go out of bounds. Was it on the full? Possibly. Couldn't see an umpire signal. Yes, Kate?
No, it just kicked into the opposition's player.
Thanks for that, Kate Green. A second pair of eyes on the field there as it looks like the Basin have a free kick, and they've also got 25. So Alston might be able to get the first major of the day. A slight angle comes off her line, and with that, the ball's missed everything. It's out of bounds on the full. The score remains the Basin 1 to Boronia 0. And there's less than 14 minutes to go in the first term.
Well, even though it has been, dominant here from the Basin in the first 6 minutes, haven't been able to get the reward on the scoreboard. And I think Boronia's back half is still held up under pressure, despite having a bit of trouble escaping. They'll try again now through Gottliebsen. Gets a bit of space, kicks towards the wing, and it's a turnover here, marked by Stringer for the Bears. We'll look to go into the middle of their forward half.
It's a great kick.
It's a good-looking kick. There's a lot of players around here for both sides. Bit of a scrap to get it out. The Bears do. Back in the hands of Stringer. And her kick just rolls out of bounds. It won't be kept in there by Brotto, and Boronia will take it in defence.
So Cassandra Stringer, just a bit of a ball magnet,
yeah,
just getting her own footy.
A couple of key touches there as the Hawks look to escape again. And a free kick here for the Hawks. Just under a lot of pressure at the moment. Her kick to Kufel gets caught in a tackle, and we'll get a ball up here, pretty much on the arc here for the Bears in their forward half. Ball up. Baker gets the clearance going forward. And that will again just roll out of bounds. So, interesting game. So at the moment, just a one score on the board. A minor score for the Bears, with coming up to the 8-minute mark of this first quarter.
In the pocket, the ball goes, and Julia Baker just had eyes for the footy then. Unfortunately, though, she's been wrapped up in a tackle, and it's going to be a resulting ball up. Tap down there was by Carroll as the rolling maul forms. Out the back, though, go the Basin. Kick across the face is a good one. And the Bears have a shot on. It's Brotto. She's a known goal scorer, a Roeville Premiership player last year. She approaches in, kicks on the right boot, and it's across the face. Can someone get a mark though for the Basin? Doesn't look like it. It's over the line, and we'll have another ball up. So up we go. Boronia out the back. They can use the corridor here. Bouncing footy in shoes. It heads down the line, but it's a bit of a chaos ball at the moment as Baker sends it to a contest. Haritos takes the mark at half forward. Might be able to do it all herself. The kick was a wobbler. Still finds a target though. That's a great mark there taken.
Interesting to see where this kicks. I think every set shot so far has gone to the right. I don't know if there's much of a wind out there at all, but...
So Carroll has it at the moment. 3 goals this year so far. Approaches. It's off the side of the boot again. It's missed everything. So
to the right-hand side.
Indeed.
Doesn't feel like it's windy out here though.
You can sort of hear it on the Atmos mic, can't you? But
well, Tormore's infamous for a bit of a wind tunnel here at times. As Boronia will look to sort of escape this back half. It's
like a rumble.
Done all right to get to this point. Now Phillips on the far side. McCage goes down the line. And this is where they probably had a bit of trouble trying to get out, but this looks much better. Now they've got some plays open over the top there of their intended target of Chin. Bears have got 3 defenders down back to scoop this ball up. The kick into the middle of the ground is cut off there by Kufel. Still falls into the hands there of a Basin player. Down the line. Boronia will send it right back though. And it's kick to kick at the moment as the Bears now go forward themselves.
Open space ahead for Basin.
Yeah, certainly right here. Here's a chance now for Talbot. Gets past one, puts the ball in the boot, inside 50 mark, got it.
Brilliant.
And they'll have another set shot here. Winbanks looking for the first of the game. He's kicked the 4 goals this season so far. Set shot on goal. That is a beautiful kick, but it will just hold right. I think there is a bit of a wind because that looked like the wind was holding it there. Was it? Beautiful strike of the ball, though.
It was indeed. I think it's, yeah. The wind's definitely taking the share at the moment as Boronia decide to go to opposite broadcast wing. They'll move it down as the Basin players just come and congregate. They might do well to intercept the footy. That was a poor handball from McCage, but Boronia can still send a grubber kick to whence it came, just over the hill. If not for the Basin, I'm sorry. As a bouncing footy ensues here, the Boronia player was knocked off it. Oh, how about that? And Cahill just says, "Nope, there's my free kick." Moves on broadcast side. This time the kick was looking for Allen. Couldn't quite take the mark though. So it's now in the hands of the Bears. They keep it in and send it to the top of the goal square. That's a ripper mark there taken by Carroll. It did spill from the hands, but you've still been awarded the kick. And I tell you what, this is a great angle that we've got from here, Ryan.
Well, we'll know if she's kicked it from here. We're right behind. But they sort of need it because they've dominated this game in the first 13 minutes, but no goal on the board yet.
So Carroll comes in and, oh, gee, despite there not being any wind for the moment, there was that little bit that just took it. And it's an interesting one, isn't it? I'm often down on the boundary going, the wind's on, the wind's off. It's very hard to tell out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Boundary.
Let's head down to Kate on the boundary.
The wind is definitely here. It's kind of coming towards kind of southerly.
Greenhalgh is lurking in defence, just trying to get a clearance out. Also there is Davidson, but nothing ensues as the umpire will ball it up once more right next to the point post, and we'll go for another one again. So how does Boronia clear it out here?
Oh, well, I mean, it's tough. You almost need a goal just to be able to reset in the centre, but they've just got to be able to hit up some targets going forward. The first kick's been all right. It's more the second one. As a handball there into a dangerous spot was cut off. I believe that free kick going here towards Boronia. I think the Basin were trying to get away with a goal there. It's a bit of a tough angle there for us to see, but
umpire knew exactly what she was doing.
will clear it out, and that kick
dear.
is taken by the wind and out of bounds on the full. So the Basin have another chance here. Paritos to kick it back into play. Want to move it very quickly, and the kick will be just a minor score. So they have dominated this game so far, but just the 3 minor scores on the scoreboard. Boronia yet to score, and we have gone 15 minutes into this opening term. Scott Nicholas, would you be pretty happy that, you know, despite not probably having the game on his terms, you're only down by 3 points?
I feel like the Hawks have been a bit lucky in the scheme of things because it's been down the Basin end all game so far, and they're lucky that their defence has really stood up, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah, their defence has been pretty strong. And they've got to this point of the ground okay. It's just that next kick that's probably been the hard part.
On opposite broadcast wing, the ball was slapped, but it was in the direction of Winbanks, who tried to advance forward. It's along the ground, a chance for Basin's first goal, and they celebrate. So they get the first one on the ground. I think it might have been Carroll with the first goal.
I think it was Talbot.
Gentlemen,
Yes, indeed. Kate,
number 19, Talbot.
good call. Ryan, well done.
Thanks, Jono.
Thanks, Kate, as well, as Talbot gets the first one on the board. And
Well, with time in possession in their forward half, they certainly needed that. 1-3-9, the Bears. Boronia yet to score back in the middle.
now the wind's picked up.
Now who can get at the clearance? It'll be the Bears again. Here's a chance to Zoe Olsen. Will send it inside 50, putting Boronia back under the pump. Tapped into space there towards Carroll. She can pick it up, kicks off the ground, and rush through here by the Hawks. Salanti happy to see that over the line. 1-4-10 the Bears. The Hawks yet to score. About 3.5 minutes to go in this opening term.
So options present for the Hawks out of defence. Burkett was probably the clearest option, but ignored for the moment as play slows down defensively. And it might be their downfall as Haratos collects it and runs it over the line. Still inside 50 for the Basin. And they've done very well just to lock it in. Up goes the football. Off hands, landed in the hands of Grimmett. Although she was tackled and holding the ball's the call. Delta Greenalge has the football. Moves on quickly. Goes to a contest. Kick was likely looking for Burkett, but it lands in the hands of Haratos. And the Basin can send it back from whence it came. Pack of players form at the full of the football. I think that was White getting the hand pass out. And now the Basin can head to the top of the goal square. In there hard there is Carroll. She might have been infringed with though. Umpire saw fit to award her a free kick, and this is probably the best angle that she's had so far.
I think this is almost the same angle as the last kick.
A slightly improved one, perhaps.
Because we're right behind this again.
It does seem it, yeah.
And that wind has just picked up again in the last couple of minutes.
Bit of a left to right happening. And I tell you what, she's picked up on that, but not quite. It still lands in the hands of her teammate Talbot, and she can go and kick her second. So she read the wind quite well there, Carroll, and it's Talbot to be the beneficiary of that. Kicks on its way and it's just missed. So the score goes to 1-5-11 the Basin to Boronia, yet to score as we're inside 2 minutes in the first term of the Deakin University match of the round.
Well, this might just be the scoring end of the ground, and we'll certainly find that out a little more as the game goes by, as the Hawks look to clear out. Again, it's cut off. Haratos has had plenty of the ball early in this first quarter. She'll put it into the hot spot, and running into that was Winbanks. Couldn't quite take the mark though, handled it off back to Haratos. They link up here. They've done it well so far. Almost there to Zoe Olsen. And it's cut off now by Slater. Slater into the middle of the ground. Big chance here for the Hawks, looking for Kufel. Sort of gets a kick on ball and in danger though. So the Bears will take a free kick in the middle of the ground here. Looking for a late goal with a minute to go in this opening term. Sending it inside 50 there. Burton puts. Cut off by the Hawks, defending as hard as they can here for the last minute. Wouldn't want to give away a late goal. Rachel Slater here picks the ball up cleanly. Handballs it out, but it's deflected. As again, the Hawks pressure here. They try and clear it out, but they'll get themselves a free kick here. That was a free kick there against Carroll. And Delta Greenhill might just run this clock out with 34 seconds to go. The kick in the middle of the ground. A lot of players from both sides here. Ball doesn't look to be getting out, so we'll get a ball up in the middle of the ground with 20 seconds to go in this opening term. It's a Basin 1-5-11 to Boronia yet to score. Can't see either side. Kicking a goal here in the last 10 seconds. Ball up. Greenhill with it. She'll try and get her kick forward towards the wing though. And the siren will beat the Hawks here before they get a chance to go inside 50. It's quarter time here at Tormore Reserve for the Deakin University match of the round. The Basin 1-5-11 lead Boronia yet to score.
Quarter two, look ball forward and keep up the pressure for Boronia. Great pressure first quarter. Focus on first to the ball and impact at the contest.
Thank you, Kate, as the Hawks go inside 50 for the first time in this quarter. And a free kick here going towards the Basin. Not sure what that was for as they clear it out their back half. The kick towards us on the broadcast side. Getting there first will be Gottliebson, picks up very nicely. She's almost going the wrong way. She had enough time to turn around, kick inside of the middle of the ground. And the Hawks now looking to re-enter that forward 50. She would have been off to the races if she was going to the left side of the screen. But just how quick she is when she does have the ball as we get a ball up here in the middle. Greenhow gets it out of the clearance, but she's caught in a tackle. And a free kick here for the Basin through Rachel Watt.
So Watt goes down the line. Ball's now for Alston. Dodges one, gets the hand pass off to Haratos, who was just great in the first quarter. And then there's Alston again, sending it to the top of the 50. Chasing it is Nixon. Couldn't quite though, as it's now on the outer side of the ground. Ball in dispute. Boronia can pick it up and clear through Allen, albeit only as far as half back. And now they're out again, the Hawks. A kick down the line. Done well, very well to clear it. A few players are chasing it though. I think one of them there might have been Davidson, as now it's over the hill here at Tormore. In their hard was Donnelly for the Bears. Still in dispute for the moment as the Basin clear it out momentarily. Only as far as Gottliebson, who's done very well to send the ball down the line. No one can quite get it though, as here's Haratos once more, sending it back down the line. Carroll now has it, and they can make a foray inside forward 50, if not for April Glare, who has it at half back for the Hawks.
Well, she did very well then, had two Bears players to beat. If she hadn't taken the mark, the Basin could have been on for the first goal of the second quarter here as they look to clear it out of their back half. A few Basin players here cutting the ball off. We're on the far side. Handball out to Glare. Cut off here by the Bears, and we might get a ball up. A couple minutes into this second quarter. Basin 1-5-11, Boronia yet to score.
Despite conditions, it's a really hard ball to be won, and you can clearly see that. And the wind's also playing a role as it picks up right here at Tormore on the outer side.
Yes, certainly. The pressure's certainly lifted again at the start of this second quarter as the ball inside 50 here for the Bears. McCage gets her handball out for the Hawks towards a teammate there who looks to exit their back half. Bears looking to lock this in. Ball falls out to Slater, cop one high, and will earn herself a free kick. She put her head over the ball and did everything right. She sends it down the line on the far wing. Free kick here. Umpire's paid it towards the Hawks, so good chance here to make something out of this. They trail by 11 points. We're on the far side of Tormore Oval. The kick continues down the line. Cut off here by the Bears, who will send it back the other way. Looking to grab it here, the Bears do, and they'll send it inside 50. Again, the Hawks are able to pick it up, and I think that was Slater who cleared it out right into the middle of the ground. Burkett did very well to create the pressure, cause a tackle, and she might be able to run onto this herself. Gets a soccer forward. Well done. Again, she keeps going. Gets on the ball first, and might just earn herself a free kick for a high tackle. And that was brilliant stuff there by Matilda Burkett. There was three acts there: the tackle, the follow-up, the soccer off the ground, and then getting to the ball first as she sends it towards their forward half. Bouncing ball might work out all right for them. She'll actually get her own kick there with the handball. Haritos again for the Bears. does well to pick it up and kicks it down the ground here and out of bounds. So the Hawks will take it through Gottliebsen. Much better quarter here so far in terms of pressure-wise from both sides.
So that was great there from Paige Dean just to apply on the pressure as Gottliebsen elects to go direct 90 degrees. And might have backfired for the moment as the Basin are red hot, you might think. Turning in and out there was the Basin player. Haratos again gets it up to Alston. Almost looked back for Haratos, but both of them are going to leave the contest behind for the moment. In hard there is Grimmett. And the tackle was laid by Brianna Donnelly on centre wing broadcast side. Up goes the football. Both rucks missed it. Almost taken out of the contest there was Rachel Watt, and umpire doesn't want to ball it up this time. Instead, it's a Basin free kick. The kick goes to half forward. Almost fell for Gottliebsen, couldn't quite take the mark. At the back there is Talbot, and now I think it was Grimmett sending the kick inside 50. One-on-one contest. Footy misses them both. Brotto now puts it on the boot, makes no mistake, goes right over the umpire's hat for a goal, and that's their second, the Basin, 2-5-17, leading Boronia, yet to score. And that is Danielle Brotto to a T. Absolutely brilliant goal from her.
12 in 2 weeks now, Jono. 11 goals last week, was phenomenal up forward, and another good kick there. And against probably the flow of play, I thought Boronia had control of this game in the first 5 minutes of this second quarter. So that certainly hurts the Hawks. But back in the middle now, chance for them to reset again and look to get something going forward. From 7 minutes into this second quarter, back in the ruck here. We can get the clearance going first. Big tackle laid there by Cremond, and we'll get a secondary ball up in the middle of the ground. Tap doesn't go too far. A free kick here going towards the Bears against, I believe that was, oh no, it's actually going the Hawks' way here. Could have been holding the ball as they go inside 50, standing under it. Strong mark there. And the Bears will look to retreat. They go down, looking for a mark, almost taken there by Wimbanks, and she'll earn herself the mark there. The umpire has paid it. Just on, probably dominated in the air at the moment in terms of marks. Goes down the line, finds another target there, and Rachel Watt. Rachel Watt inside 50 for the Bears. To intercept mark. And the Hawks to Gottliebsen and Slater there on the right in front of us here. We'll get a ball up. Good pressure from both sides again.
So you've got a key matchup here between Slater and Haratos, and it's one to watch all around the ground. And I'd have to say at this stage, it's Haratos winning as the footy comes up. Slater was pushed out of it. Baker was in there, and in there as well was Watt, sending it down, almost in the hands of the Boronia player. Manages to pick it up though, get the hands off. Chasing it again is Watt. Gathers, gets the handball off to Haratos. Kick wasn't quite far enough for the intended target. As Boronia try and clear it out through Cuffle, I think it is. Down the line then towards us on broadcast wing. And heads towards the Boronia interchange bench. Right in front of us is Jamie Monk. Immediately told to play on by the umpire. And they move it on very quickly. Absolutely fantastic play as McDowell sends it goalward. But Boronia can come out with it almost only as far as the pocket though. Haratos will pick up her own football, almost handball to herself. It's all the Basin at the moment, not for Boronia's defenders who just managed to get it out for the moment. They're here at half forward then. And the kick is looking for Phillips, who takes the mark, moves on quickly. And this is what they do well, the fast ball, though. It's Lenosia on centre wing to move it back. The kick was a wobbler though, off the side of the boot. Phillips is there to collect it, gets the hand pass off to Cuffle. Now it's Slater, sending a clearing kick. Bouncing ball, Lanosia's chasing. So there is Chin back in the side this week. And now Boronia send a kick down, and it's home. That's exactly what they needed, and Paige Dean has one for the Hawks. She's a great goal sneak, and she registers one as they move to 1 straight 6 for 2-5-17. And this is exactly what Boronia wanted.
Yeah, definitely. And good use of the ball by Chin there. Could have just blazed away and had a shot, but saw that the open target in Dean was there and got the hands over the top. And a great finish on goal and gets them back in the game. We're their first of the morning, so we go back in the middle. And here's Slater, gets past one and puts it on the boot. Clearance again for the Hawks. They've got some open plays here. The handball out there by Chin again. Bit of a scrap here. Hand passes it out. Shot on goal by Davidson. That went out of bounds, I believe, so no score. The Bears 2-5-17 lead the Hawks 1 straight 6. 9 minutes left in this second quarter. The Bears will try to escape this back half. It'll be interesting to see how they go here, because they were able to lock the Hawks in the first quarter. So here's the chance now. Greenheld receives the ball. She's caught in a tackle, and the Bears will be rewarded with a free kick for holding the ball in their back half. And good pressure there, because she looked like she was having a shot on goal almost.
Indeed, so play continues here. And the Basin can clear out for the moment. Very hard ball to be won at the moment as players converge on it. I think it was Slater at the fall of it there. Out the back though is Grimmett. Gets it further afield. One-on-one contest. Boronia win out. High up and under. Who can get a mark? Slater, unfortunately dispossessed there. Tackle was laid on Slater as she tried to regather the football just over the hill. Umpire saw fit to award her a free kick. And Boronia can go in again. But it's Naomi Lanosia down back. She's been great. Sending it back from whence it came. Now here's Watt. Gets the hand pass off. Boronia forced the turnover though. Inside 50. One-on-one contest. No one can quite win out. Greenhalgh's just chasing though. Davidson picks up the footy. Goes goalward. Dean couldn't take the mark. Still might be able to get her own footy though. She's on the ground. And the umpire says...
Well, did very well just to bring it to ground.
She thought she had a free kick and she doesn't have it at the moment. The umpire has it. She lets it go. Greenhalgh around the body towards the goal looking for Dean. Cut off though by Alston at fullback. And the Basin can rebound.
And that kick though, certainly the wind took it and it might just roll out unless they can be kept in here by Paratos. Gets her kick on the ball just, but it's caught in a tackle as she put the ball on the boot. Well done there by Steph Phillips. Plays on right away and her kick won't stay in. So the Basin breathe a sigh of relief here. And they'll look to clear it out once more. And that kick right into the hands of Decker. So the Hawks, another chance inside the middle of the ground here. And again, standing under it was Brianna Donnelly, taking a strong, important mark here for the Bears. Now they switch it to the other side. Good use of the body there. Could have been a hand in the back, and there was. So Stacey Ponton, similar sort of feel to that first quarter with the Bears constantly pushing forward, seeing the ball back in their forward half, as the Hawks are doing right now.
First senior game for Stacey Ponton last weekend as well.
So a free kick here has been picked out towards the Bears. Kick inside the middle of the ground. Plenty of players around it. Socket off the ground here. Picked up by the Hawks. Tapped it going forward. Short kick, and now a chance. And taking the mark inside 50, Paige Dean.
She's great around
She's
the
kicked
forward line.
the only Hawks goal so far. And this set shot, she kicks this, it's back to 5 points. And she'll line up, see how she uses the wind. It's a good looking kick. If it holds its line, it is just a minus score.
Nevertheless, the bench is proud.
Pretty good shot on goal. I don't think we've had too many shots kicked down this end yet. The Hawks 1-1-7 to the Bears 2-5-17 with just less than 5 minutes to go in this second quarter.
So Julia Baker in from defence. Will have no choice but to kick to a contest. Kick almost landed in the hands of Slater, but she didn't elect to contest the footy. In hard there is Slater and Dean as well. Tackled, brought to ground. Umpire says nothing doing. My ball, give me it. Very quick in there to restart play. But it's the Basin ball for the moment. It's Carroll at ground level, getting the hand pass off. Boronia just applying that defensive pressure on centre wing really well. And the umpire saw fit to throw the ball up after a stalemate. Phillips twists, turns, and it's a free kick to the Basin. She was caught with it. Donnelly on the 45. And Zoe Haratos marks. Moves on quickly. Down the line. One-on-one contest. Nobody wins. Out the back door. It's a bit like tunnel ball at the moment. Just went through her legs, the Boronia player, as it's a little bit further up the ground. Hardly though, and umpire says it's going to be a ball up at half back.
So ball up here. Centre wing. Tap forward here for the Bears. Getting to it first with Steph Phillips. Wrapped up in a tackle though, and there'll be another ball up. 3 minutes to go in this second quarter. It's Bears by 10 points. Most of the play being to your right side of the screen, the Boronia Road end. But this time it's the Bears going forward towards the northern end of the ground. Picking up here was Cahill, did very well. With some speed, gets the ball going towards the wing. Was looking for Davidson. They've done well here, the Hawks, and they can link up to the middle of the ground and go inside 50. And a great mark under pressure there. Lenosia. She'll switch the play towards the broadcast side of the ground. Harry toss again. Kick going forward. Could be cut off here. Kufel now picks it up cleanly. Handball over the top. Towards Dean, just kicked the first of the Hawks. Kick towards goal, did very well. And
downfield.
Looks to be a free kick. I missed that. Oh, was that after the play, John?
Yeah, so she was absolutely flattened. Oh, is the ball coming back? Oh, interesting decision. Actually.
So I think they called advantage.
That.
Not sure about that one.
I'm not sure about that one either.
As
Boundary.
we go down to the boundary side, Kate Green.
Advantage call.
Advantage was called there as the Basin try and clear it out. But Boronia's pressure just fantastic at the moment. But the Basin just struggling for the moment. But this is only just a bit of a blip, I would imagine, as they clear out. Now they're at half forward. Inside 50. No one can take the mark. It's a one-on-one contest. The Basin player, though, pushed in the back. It was Brotto. And you know what? She might just go for home here. Dodgers one. Caught. The Boronia bench very happy with that. On the outer side wing, the ball now sits. Pressure was applied by Talbot. Just to the right of the scoreboard. And we'll go up again. So it's a hotly contested ball, as it's been all day. What was it, ground level? Basin just trying to claw their way out. Players in there just everywhere. No one can get clear possession of it. Bit of a chaos ball.
Well, we did say it would be a low-scoring contested game, and that's what it's been this first half as time ticks down.
It has indeed been the case, Ryan, as the siren sounds on half-time. And we'll be back with goal scorers and the like, and a bit more analysis as well as the score. They've got a, like I would be very pleased if the Basin did get a goal down north, and they did. So we'll go up at it again, and we'll see how things go. Yeah,
certainly one against the flow in that second quarter. Boronia was really pushing. Get a ball up here, tap forward by Winbanks, doesn't go anywhere. Getting the handball out there was Decker. Off to Phillips. They link up. Burkett's on there. There's Greenhalgh who gets her kick forward. It's going to be cut off here by Grimmett in the middle of the ground. Get it going inside 50 here for the Bears. Over the top, their intended target. The bounce doesn't favour the Bears, but they still manage to come away with the ball, kicking it forward towards Carroll. She's got one to beat, gets a handball over the top to a dangerous spot. The Hawks' pressure is very good though. Seem to keep it going forward now. No call there for holding the ball. Second time they call it though, and it's against the Hawks, and Bears will have a set shot on goal to Zoe Haratos, who decides just to play on and kick it, looking for a target, but cut off here by the Hawks, and Burkett's all out by herself, takes the mark, and looking for a teammate here in Davidson. Instead it falls a bit shorter into the hands of Perrott. I've done this well. Learned from some of their mistakes in the first quarter in escaping this back half. Kicking towards the middle. Grabbing it there was Phillips. Gets her handball out to Burkett. Right boot going forward. Cut off for the Bears. And McDowell will send it down the line. Got Leibson here for the Hawks. Handball out, the vice-captain. Off towards teammate Watson, the captain. And now they get the ball going down into the hands of Slater. That was much better. She takes her time to assess their options up forward. Great kick inside 50. Standing under it there was a Bears player. Couldn't take the mark. Handball out. They'll look to escape there. Good tackle there by Greenhalgh. And we might get a ball up inside 50 for the Hawks. A couple minutes gone into this third quarter. They trail by 10 points.
Umpire throws the ball up. Decker contested it, but it's off hands in favour of the Bears. A long one down the line to a one-on-one contest. The skipper has got the ball in front of her. She can pick it up. She does exactly that. Gets the hand pass off to open space, and Haratos comes to meet it. Burkett put on the pressure, put on the tackle. The ball finds touch right in front of the interchange bench. And the umpire will ball it up. So we can go around the grounds. Vermont and the Eastern Devils. It was the Eastern Devils to the tune of 73 points out of Vermont Recreation Reserve in Division 3.
Is that the only around the ground score you got?
That's one of them so far. I'll get more of them later, shall I? That's one I've been sent by someone, so great to know that as play continues here. And it's deep inside the 50 for the Bears. The Hawks trying to find a way out. Alston and Decker go toe-to-toe. I think that was Gottliebson. Started the chain of handballs. Short kick won't be good enough. It goes out wide. Burkett collects it. Goes down the line. She's gone the wrong way, and you can hear the bench go, oh, what have you done? And she might be able to get the footy back here. No, she's lost it. It's Haratos again. Easily within my top two of best on if I was the Basin coach. The two Zoes combining and doing very well as we head into the second half here. Chin on the outer side. The Basin, though, can send it back inside 50. Baker puts it on the boot. 1-on-1 contest, and Boronia win at full back. They can settle things down.
They certainly can. Had a couple opportunities in this quarter, have the Bears. Yet to score, though, in the quarter. 2-5-17 lead Boronia, 1-1-7. 5 minutes into this third quarter, the Deakin University match of the round. Haritos will send it inside 50 for the Bears, off a couple of hands. And now Decker for the Hawks gets a handball off to Kufel. Goes back. In the middle of the ground here, Perrott. Kick going forward. Looking for Dean, but again, the Basin defenders have done a good job with intercepting that and going down the line. Cut off here by Gottliebsen. Bit of speed on it, gets the ball going down the line on the far wing. And a one-on-one contest. I believe that was Dean. Back to Gottliebsen. And Gottliebsen now for the Hawks. Great kick, finds Chin. And this is good here. Kick centered it there to Greenheld. Too far at the score, but just another kick away. It's a good kick down, but cut off by the Bears in Windbanks. And it's probably been the big strength here for the Bears is their marking. They've beat them in, they certainly beat the Hawks in the air. I think it's the way to beat the Bears for the Hawks is certainly to use their pace and keep the ball low as they look to go forward again. Slip through the hands there of Supper, and we might get another ball up right in front of us here on the wing.
Got another score in Premier Division. Vermont taking on Whitehorse at the moment. It's 15-all.
There you go.
Not sure what stage of the game it's in. I could just see Ponton come on and make an immediate impact as Phillips gets the handball out. Greenhow just lurking as the footy continues at right angles. Watt taking a mark at halfback. Going further down the line. The Basin just in possession of it in the centre of the ground as the rolling maul forms, and Boronia win out just. Dean couldn't quite take the mark. Off hands. Would have been Cahill just in there getting a hand on the footy. Dean recollects. Sends it further afield. Marked by Lenosia, though at half back I think it might be. She goes down the line. Kick was looking for Talbot. Couldn't quite. As the Basin still have it. Talbot gets it back but was immediately wrapped up. And there's a great effort there by Gottliebsen as the umpire throws the ball up on the outer side. No contest there for the Boronia ruck as the kick goes in favour of Boronia. And it's holding the ball at half back there for the Basin, and they'll come out again.
So good pressure then. And once again, Haritos, I think, has been the best player on the ground in the opening 2 quarters and a half a footy at the moment. There's a free kick here has been awarded, I believe, to the Hawks.
Just a correction to the score out at Springfield Park. It's half time and Vermont lead by 10 points, 25-15.
Interesting game there out in Premier Division. Kick forward, strong mark here for the Hawks. Probably had almost equal amount of play this quarter. Their kick inside 50 is a good one. Finds Rachel Slater. She's played a fair bit of that first half down back. Now up forward, the kick into a good spot, and mark taken. Strong hands, and the Hawks here will have their chance for the first score of the third quarter through Crystal Chin. And that was better because a lot of their kicks inside 50 have been intercepted here for the Basin, so it's a big win for the Hawks. And now a set shot on goal for Chin. For the Hawks, second's going to fall short, and mark not taken by either side. Picked up here by Davidson. Ball was smothered. Chance of Greenhill gets her hands out, not quite holding the ball. Right there on the goal line. Good pressure by the Bears. It's Burton Putz who earns herself a free kick. try and clear it out for the Bears, and that kick looks to be out on the full. So the Hawks will get another chance here. They trail by 10 points halfway through this third quarter. The Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
So Davidson has it at the junction on the outer side. Everybody's screaming for it at the moment.
There's a mark.
And a mark is taken. Slater it is. And she's a great kick in front of goal. 11 goals this season. And she makes no mistake. And how about this? We've got a game on our hands, I tell you. 2-1-13. Boronia leads Basin 2-5-17. Got a time marker there, but that's huge in the scheme of things.
Absolutely. We've certainly said that most of the play has been down your right-hand side of the screen, the Boronia Road end of the ground. And an important goal there for the Hawks that brings the margin back to less than a kick. We said that it had to be close at three-quarter time for him to win.
Now, I
and
think
with the way they're going, they could
on the scoreboard, sorry to interrupt, Ryan, but on the scoreboard, I think there's a bit of a player profile, if I'm not mistaken.
So is that replaced your little explosions that happened with the score from round one? As we've got to keep going, is the ball inside 50 here for the Bears.
That's
Forget about that now, Jonos. The handball forward. Davidson for the Hawks. Kick down the line. Punched into space.
Oh, bang.
And the Bears get it going forward. Haritos is there. She's got 3 Hawks to beat. And we might get a ball up right in front of the Basin bench. It is the Bears by 4 points. 8 minutes to go in this third term of the Deakin University match of the round. McCage gets it going forward for the Hawks. Dean and Greenhelg is there. She will pick it up. Gets it going forward. Looking for Chin. She can run onto this. Dean is right there to assist. Chin picks it up. Got a player over the top in Slater. She can run onto this first. She's got two Bears to beat. And the Basin do pretty well to keep this away from their defensive goals. Difficult position for us to see here, Jono.
Very
we'll get a ball up. Punched away for the Bears in the direction of Haritos. Out of bounds, so the Hawks have been in control probably for the last 6 or 7 minutes of this game.
Got it right where they want it. As the footy goes up, getting the tap down there was Cremond on that occasion. Footy hits the deck, and the umpire has paid a holding free kick, going the way of Phillips. Options present for her. She's going to kick to a contest. Players fly. No one can quite get it. Slater's in there. Dispossessed was the Basin player who looked like she threw it at ground level.
In the back.
Or she didn't, as it was in the back. And the Bears can recollect here. Big fly from Phillips. Takes the mark over Watt. Immediately moves on though. And it's turned over as the Bears come through half back. Burkett out the back door. Gets the hand pass off. Although
holding the ball.
Ponton was immediately tackled, and holding the ball is the call. So here's Haritos on centre wing. Goes inboard. Talbot couldn't take the mark as Cahill intercepts. Now in the centre. Here's Greenelg with a big, big boot. And it's cut off though, and the Basin have it.
So Julia Baker, the inset mark, kicks it down the far wing, looking for Grimmett. A couple of Hawks there will hold it up. Julia Baker just parked herself down back.
Probably the best decision that they can make at the moment.
Well, they wouldn't want to give away another goal here, because certainly then would be all the momentum with the Hawks, but they've got a
One
chance
kick
now.
and the game changes.
I believe that's Carroll on the far wing.
Boundary.
We'll look to send it inside 50 as we go boundary side with Kate Green.
Basin ended up with it because of a push in the back.
There you go. So thank you, Kate, as Grimmett sends it inside 50 for the Bears. Mark taken by Harry Toss. She's just been everywhere.
3 votes.
At the moment, I think so. She probably too far at the score, the kick. It's a good mark there taken in the pocket. And the Bears will have a shot on goal. Very tough angle from here. Can't see a number just yet.
Mark taken by 22, Brotto.
Danielle Brotto. Good looking kick. It's on its way. It's there. And the Bears have their third. 3-5-23 lead Boronia 2-1-13. With just less than 5 minutes to go in this third quarter, and they needed that against the flow of play.
A goal means everything in a game like this. Neck and neck. Tough ball to win.
So is that 26 goals for the season so far? Has just been one of the best recruits
It is indeed.
this year in the competition.
So we'll go up in the centre of the ground. Big tap there from the Basin ruck as they can pick up where they left off. Alston runs onto it. Gets the kick away towards Wimbanks, although she couldn't quite take the mark as Boronia try and clear it out around the boundary. Ball in dispute. Talbot was caught high. Hands off. Slater at half back. The ball goes to centre wing. Footy in dispute at ground level, and the umpire says nothing doing, my ball. So this is good from both teams at the moment.
Oh, it's been a great contest.
It has indeed. As the ball goes up and both rucks missed it. Great tackle there laid by Jamie Monk. And we'll go up again. Monk this time took the ruck. Watt was held, and she's got a free kick right on centre wing here. One-on-one contest. Carroll couldn't take the mark as Ponton's hot on her tail at the moment. Pressure from both sides, just easing up, and the tackle was laid, and holding the ball was the call. So the Basin can enter inside 50, easiest of marks taken there for Talbot. About, I don't know what that is. What do you reckon in terms of distance?
Fair way out. Can't see if she's past the line up, but downfield free kick here going towards the Bears.
So, not sure what that might have been for. But nevertheless, it's costly for the Hawks. So I think it's Brotto again.
Yep.
She comes in. And they've kicked away the Bears. 4-5-29 leads 2-1-13 with less than 2 minutes to go
Definitely Brotto.
on the Deakin University match of the round.
So 3 goals for Danielle Brotto has been maybe the difference up forward here. With a lot of players missing a few set shots, but her kick in front of goal has been really strong, especially these last 2.
Still 8 goals in arrears of last week.
Well, it's hard to kick 11 goals each week, mate.
I suppose it is.
The ball back in the middle here. Hawks wouldn't want to give away another one. They now trail by 16 points after getting the margin back to 5. Bears have certainly steadied, and with 1:15 left to go in this third quarter, would probably be happy to just about see this quarter out with a 16-point lead as Slater picks it up here in the middle. Hand passes it off to Burkett, back to Slater, linked up very well. Kick was smothered there by Monk, and will lead to another ball up in the middle of the ground with less than a minute to go in this third quarter, the Deakin University match of the round. Both sides undefeated coming into this game. Coming down from Premier B last year into Division 1 is the kick forward here by Watt. Bounces it into space. Samagus got it going forward for the Bears. Handball there. Going nowhere with 30 seconds to go. Hawks just got to hold on, can't afford another one. They're dying seconds of this third term. Ball up, punch forward there from the Basin ruckman in Winbanks. Ball not going out here, bit of a scrap, so unless we get a free kick or a very, very quick clearance, that'll be it in this third quarter. Winbanks the tap. And just wrapped up into another tackle. So there's the three-quarter time siren. And with 1 quarter to go in this Deakin University match of the round, it is the Basin 4-5-29.
Just for this quarter, get the ball quick, low and hard, straight to the forward line. For the Basin, keep moving, be aware of the backspace, which is where Boronia's got them, and just to take it home.
Thanks, Kate. We'll go up in the middle then for the final quarter of the Deakin University match of the round here at Tormore Reserve between Boronia and the Basin. Hotly contested footy already as Watt and Haratos combine in the centre square just on the edge. Green Alge is in there, brought to ground, and we'll have a resulting ball up. So it's a hot footy to win, as it has been all day. It's been a beautiful one here at Tormore Reserve. Phillips gets it off to Cuffle. She's wrapped up, holding the ball is the call, and rightly so. And that has got to be 25. It is. Got to pass it back to the player. She just threw it away. And as a result, the Basin can make another foray inside 50 on the left side, the northern end rather. Just remember that the scoring end is indeed the southern end, and this is going to make it really hard for the Hawks as the Basin have it at half forward now. Kick goes forward, one-on-one contest. Great deft touch there from, I think it might have been Gottliebson, and now Delta Greenalge is at the sit of it. Gets it out, one-on-one contest. I think Winbanks was in there. Slater and Haratos going hard at it. Basin can get it out the back. Phillips in the centre, dispossessed. Greenalge tackled, heading to ground level. And that was a great tackle laid by Donnelly, and will go up in the centre.
So the tap forward here for the Bears. Ball rolling towards us. The broadcast wing, great tackle there by Phillips. And she's rewarded with a free kick. Right on the wing here. Just a minute and a half gone in this last quarter. They trail by 16 points. Certainly need the first one. This quarter need it quick. Great hands there by Rachel Slater. Been impressive today again, as usual. Kick inside 50. The wind sort of drags it to the left a little bit. Ball on the ground. And we might get a ball up inside 50. Ball not coming out.
Another score from Whitehorse and Vermont out at Springfield. It's still 10 points. It's 32-22 in favour of the Eagles.
So kick out here for the Bears. Going to be cut off by Burkett. She's smart with the ball there to Kufel. Passes over the top to Dean. Dean gets past one and we'll have a shot on goal. Mark on the line by the Bears. And I think that's Julia Baker down there on the last line of defence.
Correct, it is Julia
It is
Baker.
indeed.
So the captain takes a captain mark. She'll just look to send it long out. Greenhalgh is under there for the Hawks. Got it going down to Slater. Gets past an opponent. Straightens up and puts the ball towards goal, but just to the right. So a minus score. And the Hawks will go to 2-2-14. To the Bears 4-5-29.
There's
3 minutes gone in this last term.
There's a lot of work for the Hawks to do at the moment as the Basin go on the 45. It's Haratos in there. And there was also Cramond at half at ground level, I should say. Umpire says nothing doing. We'll go for another ball up. Plenty of stoppages. Slater absolutely crunched. Free kick wasn't given, or was it?
It has been given.
It has been indeed, and this will be, I guess, a make or break moment for the Hawks, as Slater, a proven goal kicker, has it. She's only got one today.
She's had a big second half though.
She has
really,
indeed.
really worked herself into the game.
Slater comes in, a measured approach, and she's done it perfectly. And the Hawks celebrate, as now the margin is 9 points. It's 3-2-20 Boronia to 4-5-29 here in the fourth term, inside 16 minutes or so.
Well, if there's a player to stand up, you can't get much better than Rachel Slater. She's obviously a phenomenal player, one of the best in this division, and has stepped up, especially in the first 4 to 5 minutes of this quarter. Let's see what the Bears can do here to hold off a bit of momentum for the Hawks, because you feel like if they get one back the other way, that might just deflate Boronia. Tap out. Will go into the hands here, the Donnelly. Donnelly's kick towards the far wing. The only player out there is Kufel here for the Hawks. Grimmett comes to meet her and does pretty well, and might even earn herself a free kick here for a high tackle. So Grimmett, kick down the line, one-on-one, used the body well there, did Nixon. Nixon to send the Bears forward. Standing underneath it there, he's got Leibson for the Hawks. Sidwell took the mark. Probably wanted to play on. She'll kick the ball down into the middle of the ground, and standing right there is Haritos for the Bears. She's just been everywhere this morning. And her kick down the line might go back to Gottliebsen, but it's cut off here. Now the chance for the Bears. Kick forward. Carroll there's over the top. McCage comes to pick it up and does very well. Clean pick up and a long kick down the line. Looking for Slater. The bounce doesn't favour her. Instead, right into the hands of Grimmett. Gets a handball over the top. Bears link up, and now the kick inside 50. Standing underneath it. Rachel Watt takes the mark. No one on the mark there, so she'll play on. Kick towards a teammate. Fell through the hands there. And we'll get a ball up inside 50 for the Bears. They lead by 9 points, but one more goal could be it, Jono.
Up goes the ball. Rucks go at it. Footy hits the deck. As McCage goes a grubber along the ground. Decker, the target was. She puts immediate pressure on her opposition player in Brianna Donnelly. And umpire will have it. Just at half forward there for the Basin. Talbot got the footy and then was immediately wrapped up. Now Boronia send one down the ground as players converge on the footy. But it's going to be the Basins to win out for the moment. I think that might have been, it was Burton Putz, as it heads towards half forward for Boronia. Off hands by Crimmin, was looking for Dean as players hit the deck, and the Basin have it at the moment. And Haritos with every clearing opportunity. That was a great effort there by Decker and Phillips is rewarded. Gets the hand pass off, although probably didn't need to, as McCage was also dispossessed. It was a messy handball to be dished out. Ultimately, it's the Basin who have it at half-back, so they can just ice the clock for the moment.
So here's Grimmett in the middle of the ground for the Bears. Kick towards a teammate in Nixon. They don't really want to. They don't look like they want to waste time. They look like they want to score the way they've been moving the ball. Talbot. Send it inside 50 for the Bears here. Could be cut off. McCage again, who's been important in the last 5 minutes. Handball gets it away, but it falls into the hands of Watt. Picked it up and dropped it, and she'll be caught for holding the ball. So a free kick here for the Hawks. And they look to switch it to the other side. They've gone 9 minutes into this final term. So Bears by 9 points, 4-5-29 to 3-2-20. The Hawks. And a great contest from two great sides as Grimmett here has had a big last quarter. Goes inside 50, looking for a teammate there in Carroll. Picked it up, handballed it pretty much to herself. Over the top, God leaps and will pick it up here for the Hawks. Gets past a couple of opponents and kicks it down the line. Greenhalgh is down there, so's Chin. Ball bounces off both of them. There's a kick forward here for the Basin. Straight into the hands of Steph Phillips. Had plenty of the footy again, as usual. There's a ball into the middle of the ground. Here's McCage, gets the ball on the boot. And in the direction here of Dean, if she can run onto it. She's got a Basin player here to meet her. Did very well there, did Burton Puts. Was able to stop this up and create a stoppage here in the middle of the ground. So we'll get a ball up. It's the Bears 4-5-29 to the Hawks 3-2-20.
Whistle out of zone though. Hang on.
No, I think it's just normal ball up.
I heard something there. I think maybe.
So tap forward, right to Haritos again. Clearance forward to Carroll. Keeps it in front of her. Can pick it up now and hand pass it off to a teammate there and watch. She's caught in a tackle. Got a hand pass out. And they go inside 50 again, the Bears. Under there is Kale. Did very well. Kept it in front of her. And she might receive the handball. So we get a stoppage here just outside the Bears forward half.
We will indeed, and this is exactly where the away side want it for the moment. Rucks nominate will go up. Winbanks got it down, and then Roval was held, so this is where...
It was actually high.
This is where they've struggled, Boronia. They head inside, deep inside 50. Winbanks was there, and they've got space ahead of them now, Boronia to clear it. To centre wing they go. The bench calls go Page. They're calling for Dean to get the footy, but she can't as Slater now comes into the frame. It's McCage, and then Craymond as well, but it's Baker, the fullback to...
I've liked her role here in the second half, just put her down back. And
she's been fantastic. Alston gets the hands off to Monk with a high up and under. Nixon, instrumental in the centre of the ground there. She's brought to ground, and the umpire has it. Often when we restart play here, and Monk takes the ruck, so they've been very diverse in their ruck choices today, the Basin. It's played a big role in them winning so far. Burton puts the chase on. It's now inside 50 for Boronia. Baker put the spoil on. Slater turned over though in the hands of Haritos. And the umpire...
So play down behind play here for the Bears. And the clock doesn't stop.
Boundary.
So you go boundary side with Kate Green.
It's for the Bears. It's actually number 58, Lineaza. She went down heavy when she got tackled down.
This is fucking gross.
Apologies if you heard any profanities come through.
We do have the atmosphere mic on.
Come through the Atmos mic.
So she's being helped off the ground here in the hands of the trainers. Got 7 minutes to go in this last quarter. The Bears do hold a 9-point lead here. The sides have a bit of a chance to have a chat and reassess. But not long to go in this last quarter.
A further update from Springfield Park. It looked as if they might have... Game day just took over and switched the polarity. It looked like 28-14 at one stage, but no. In fact, Fairmont has kicked away 6-8-44 to 4-4-28 against the Pioneers.
So here's a chance.
Restarts.
So Greenhalgh goes inside 50 to Slater, took the mark. may have been touched in the boot because she played on right away and she's caught in a tackle, so holding the ball here. And that was McDowell who laid the tackle there for the Bears. And she'll go towards the wing, looking for Carroll, punch from behind, slap forward here. She might be able to receive it again, McDowell. Caught in a tackle by Dean. Got her handball out. Ball trickles out, back to Dean. Got a bit of speed on her. Puts the ball in the boot if it just reached. But standing there, the Basin player, that was a very important mark. And they've just been able to have that one player, two players back on that last line of defence to really save the day in this second half as they look to clear it out. They've done pretty well here. The kick towards Grimmett takes the mark, and she's had a fantastic last quarter. And she'll take a bit of time before going forward. The kick, though, into the hands of Supper here for the Hawks, who can give them another chance. Back towards Grimmett. Gets her handball out. McDowell, long kick back in the direction of where it just came from. Very hard position for us to see on that far wing. Handball out for the Bears. Nothing able to get a clear kick this time, but Boronia are able to take a mark. They've got a player out in the middle here in Watson, but the kick is instead turned over and falls into the hands of Haritos, who I think would probably be our best on-ground player this afternoon, or this morning, should I say.
Outrageously good.
As she sends it down the line and finds a target, and they can run another 20 seconds off the clock. They won't waste, they won't rush it. Inside 50. Just looking for Watt. Mark was contested though, and ball hits the ground, so we'll get a stoppage inside 50 for the Bears. A 9-point lead, 4-5-29 to the Hawks, 3-2-20. Just over 4 minutes to go.
The Bears have fought hard to get to where they are. As Alston managed to get the hand pass away. Watt was in there as well. Talbot paddles the ball along the ground. And Boronia try and drive it through Ponton. Couldn't quite. And now they're out. Dean got space ahead of her, but no one to help her down further afield. So they come running. One of them's Burkett. It's going to be an immediate turnover though. And that's really unfortunate. They're probably just moving the ball a bit too quickly. The Basin now come to half forward. And it's Rachel Watt once again. Throws it onto the left. Kick was looking for Carroll. Couldn't quite. Now the ball's at ground level. Just on the edge of the 50. Off hands. And this is what the Basin are really good at. It's Haritos to send it to a one-on-one contest. And stopped by the Boronia defender in Ponton. Elected to move across opposite broadcast side, then changed her mind. April Glare. She's got Burkett calling for it along the boundary. 2-on-1 contest. And they both lose as Alston had it, then lost it. Burkett at ground level. Dodged one. It was a very hard ball to be won, and yet she did it. Got it off to Brodder, I think it was. Now they're on centre wing. Got Leipson. Tackled. Ball up on centre wing with 2.5 minutes to go.
Well, great pressure here by the Bears. As I said, 2.5 minutes ago, they lead by 9. Boronia would have to be perfect from here to pinch a win. They haven't led yet all day as the kick here cleared out. Will be a free kick to Burkett. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left as Burkett takes possession of the ball right in front of us here, the broadcast wing. And something's been off the ball. I believe it's still a Boronia free kick. Or they're just coming back. So Burkett will... The kick is a dangerous one. Had to go back a bit. They've got some numbers around the ball, so they might work out okay. The handball there was cut off by Haritos. And a free kick here, the Basin. No, no free kick, and there'll be a ball up just outside their forward 50. Slater. Hand passes off. to Burkett. She might go back to Slater here. And Slater just has to go long. Dean's in there. And Grimmett, though, picks it up. Hand passes off to a teammate, and they link up. Winbanks gets it going forward for the Bears. Towards Carroll. With 1:10 to left, they've done enough here. Watt hand passes it over the top in the direction of Brotto. Her kick down to a one-on-one contest. Doing well, the Hawks did. To defend that, Grimmett, the handball. Inside 50. With less than a minute to go. Monk got a handball over the top. And they link up, and now Carroll towards a one-on-one contest. Big clash from both players. And we'll get a ball up right in front of the Basin goals. But they're going to win this. The Bears are going to remain undefeated in Division 1. 4-5-29 to 3-2-20, the Hawks. Can they get a late one? Here, Watt puts it on the boot, just a minor score. So 4-6 to 3-2 with 20 seconds to go, Jono. But it's a great win between, knocking off their hardest competitor so far this season.
It is indeed. So, Boronia will bring it in for the final time. And the siren will sound. The Basin undefeated after 6 rounds, 4-6-30. Defeat Boronia 3-2-20 in the Deakin University match of the round. The goal scorers for the Basin, 3 to Brotto and 1 to Talbot, do the job against the Hawks. The 3 goals there for Boronia. There was Dean and Slater, and I think